Picture this: Johannesburg CBD. 3 men are chilling outside a building like they are waiting for a bus. Then, one phone call rings. 4 gunshots scream through the air. And just like that, a life is gone on the cold pavement. The police say they have the whole thing on camera. The defense says, no way, this is just a big case of mistaken identity. Somebody is lying through their teeth, and today, we are going to find out who. Because when you actually look at this bail hearing and listen to the nonsense being sold to the judge, things get very, very interesting. But the state says they found something on his phone, something that shouldn't be there, something that changes the whole game. So who do you believe? The man crying for his freedom, or the investigators who say they caught him red-handed? Need to hit that subscribe button right now. Give us a like, turn on your notifications, and join the jury. We are growing fast, and we want you here for every single verdict. Now, let's get back to the dock and see what Victor is hiding. Let us watch.
I'm going to argue the following before the court. You can comment on it or not. As of today, before the court, we don't have a video footage linking this accused to the crime. We don't have a proper identification statement linking this accused to the crime. We don't have cell phone records linking this accused to the particular crime. We don't have the girlfriend of the accused is not arrested as a co-accused in this matter. And further to that, no firearm linking this accused to the crime has been found. The shooter before the court has not been found. There's no evidence whatsoever before the court that this accused knows the shooter.
Okay, so the defense is coming out swinging here. And on the surface, this sounds pretty convincing, right? No video footage, no cell phone records, no firearm. The actual shooter hasn't been found. The girlfriend who apparently threatened the victim isn't even arrested. If you're listening to this, you're thinking, wait, what exactly do they have on this guy? The defense is painting a picture of a man being held in custody based on basically nothing but police say so. And you know what? That's a legitimate question that deserves a legitimate answer. So let's see what the investigating officer has to say about these claims, because either he's got responses that make sense or the defense just punched some very big holes in this case. Now watch how the investigating officer, Captain Montwedi, responds when challenged about the strength of his evidence. Pay attention to his body language and confidence level here.
I put it to you that as of today, you have nothing against this accused except for your so say.
Lordship, if I didn't have anything against the applicant, I don't think he would be sitting here. The investigation has been done. I've got everything that links the applicant to the crime scene, and I've got eyewitness. So maybe the family is here, they will say that this has been done so far. So I'm not here because I don't even know the applicant before this court. So the reason is I've got a strong case against him, and if found guilty, he can be sentenced to life imprisonment.
So the captain is pushing back hard, saying, listen, we do have evidence, we do have links to the crime scene, and we do have an eyewitness. But notice what he's not saying. He's not giving specifics yet. He's not explaining what this evidence actually is. He's just asserting that it exists and it's strong. Now, as someone analyzing this from a neutral position, I need to see the actual evidence before I can judge whether his confidence is justified or if he's bluffing. Because confidence alone doesn't convict anyone. You need facts. So let's keep digging and see what these facts actually are. Here's where things start getting interesting. The defense questions why the girlfriend who allegedly threatened DJ Warras isn't arrested, and the captain's response tells us a lot about where this investigation is actually going. Let's watch.
My question now is there any reason why this lady is not a co-accused before the court? Because to me, she was involved in all of this. From what you say.
Lordship, I didn't want to say the lady I'm going to arrest her. Definitely. When we brought the docket in for first appearance, Lordship, it was just the communication and what was. So the phones, the communication, everything, after the analyzing and the two statement, that changed. I'll take it back to the SPP that connects the applicant with the girlfriend. And I think J50 or 015 will be issued against her. She will be joining the.
Now, this is actually quite revealing. The captain is admitting she's not arrested yet, but he's saying it's coming. He mentions Section 205 treatment, which is forensic analysis of phones and communications. So what he's essentially saying is, we're still analyzing the digital evidence, and when that analysis is complete, the girlfriend will be joining this case. But here's the thing. From a defense perspective, you could argue that's convenient, isn't it? The girlfriend who allegedly threatened the victim, who lived in the building where the murder happened, who was with the accused when he was arrested, somehow she gets to stay free while they analyze evidence. That seems like selective prosecution. On the other hand, from a prosecution perspective, maybe they're being strategic. Maybe they want to build an airtight case against her before making that arrest. Maybe they're hoping she'll cooperate and become a witness against Majola. We don't know yet, but it's definitely something to keep watching. Now let's look at the arrest itself, because what happened that night is disputed. The defense claims police violated Majola's rights. Let's hear what the captain says actually went down. Let's watch.
You further testified that you and your colleagues went to the address of the accused and you found him with his girlfriend, and then now you arrested him. But now in your testimony, you don't tell this court that you asked the lady any questions if she is staying the way or not. Instead, you say you asked the accused.
By going there, I knew that I was looking for the accused, and I knew that the girlfriend is staying in 160 Zambezi Flats. So I thought after arresting the suspect, I'll be driving to Joburg to go and pick up the lady. So unfortunately, when I arrived there, when I asked the applicant, instead he misled me, saying, "No, it's not this person."
Hold on. So Majola lied about his identity when police showed up? That's what the captain is claiming. Now, if that's true, that's not great for the defense, because innocent people generally don't lie about who they are when police come knocking. But we have to be fair here. The captain is making this claim, but where's the proof? Did other officers witness this? Is it documented? Or is this just the captain's word against Majola's? Because Majola, through his attorney, claims he cooperated fully, that his rights weren't read to him, that he was handcuffed on hands and legs, which seems excessive. So we've got two completely different versions of this arrest. Someone is not telling the truth. The question is who? Let's get to what might be the most critical piece of evidence in this entire case. The defense says there's no evidence linking Majola to the crime, but then we learn about what was found on his phone, and suddenly things look very different. Let's watch.
I took all the phones that I found on the scene of arrest.
Kanti ke ngathatha wonke obumakhalekhukhwini laba engabathola la niboshele khona.
When I switched the applicant's phone on,
Mangise ngilayita ke ifoni yakho.
I saw that the deceased registration papers are on the phone. Car papers, ne?
Ngathola ke ukuthi ke efonini yakho mase ngilayita incwadi zemoto kamufi bezikhona kumakhalekhukhwini wakho.
It had address and everything, full names of the owner of the car.
Kanti ke benekheli ngamagama akaphelelo umnini ke waleyo moto.
They also had the registration paper of the partner of the deceased.
Kanti ke futhi benenye futhi ke incwadi zemoto ke yomlingani wakhe ke umufi.
Then when I checked the lady's phone, I saw that she is the one that forwarded the pictures to the applicant.
Manje ke mase ngibhekisisa kabanzi umakhalekhukhwini wentombi yakho, ngathola ukuthi intombi yakho ke le yiyo ke ekuthumele ke lezinto lezi lamaphepha ke eyimoto.
The very same day after the arrest, I made an identification parade.
Ngalo lolo suku lolo ke uma sengiqedile kunibopha ngalo lolo suku ngase ngenza ke u-ID parade la ke kwabantu bakheliswa ke lapho ke bese kuyakhonjwa.
The ID parade was done by Captain Dingi, not me.
Captain owayenza ke lo ID parade Captain Montwedi
No, he's working ATM bombing.
kanti ke na usebenza ke ekule qembu leni labantu abasebenza ngalama ATM ahlale ebhonywa njalo.
The applicant was pointed out as the suspect that told the shooter that Nangu lo muntu.
Wena kuye wakhonjwa ke wena ngesizathu sokuthi kuthiwe uwe owatshela lo owadubula ukuthi nangu.
And then from there, I came to court. The lady was arrested, and the applicant, and the case was not placed on court roll for the lady.
Kanti ke kulanga nibopha khona ke wena ke no nentombi yakho ke nobabili ke kanti ke saneseza la enkundleni kodwa ke ele ntombi yakho azange lifakwe ke enkantolo.
Okay, now this is huge. According to the investigating officer, they found DJ Warras's vehicle registration documents on Majola's phone. They also found documents belonging to DJ Warras's partner. Now, let me ask you a question. If you've never met someone, if you have no connection to them, if this is all mistaken identity, like the defense claims, how on earth do you end up with that person's vehicle registration and their partner's documents on your phone? This isn't like a random photo that could have been forwarded in a WhatsApp group. This is specific personal documentation. So either the captain is completely fabricating this evidence, which would be career suicide and criminal, or this evidence actually exists and Majola has some very serious explaining to do. The defense hasn't addressed this at all in what we've seen so far, which is interesting because if this evidence doesn't exist, you'd think they'd be screaming about false allegations.